All right, let's turn this to the U.S. perspective, because we know, Herc, the U.S. men's national team is going to have to face this Uruguay squad in the group phase of the Copa America. Coming off this game, and again, this wasn't the full Uruguay team, what's your biggest worry from a U.S. perspective?
It's very hard to scout a team that didn't have anybody to really give them trouble today, because they weren't really bothered. That's a reality. And also the starters weren't there, but I'll take Bielsa's system, but also the heart of the Uruguayan. The Uruguayan is fight, it's work, it's roll up your sleeves. They're very fast, they're very gritty, defensive. And when teams sit in a low block for the U.S. men's national team, they struggle. They're not creative enough. Now, if you sit on a low block and you have these type of players that can run in behind you, these type of players with pace in the midfield that are gritty and drill and run and fight, that could be trouble for the U.S. men's national team. I see a lot of things, pundits as well, things online. There's a arrogance to the U.S. men's national team and the fan base now that they think they're going to dog walk some of these teams in South America, Uruguay being one of them. You can compete, absolutely, but I don't think it's a scenario where you should be going into it and saying you should beat them. You can beat them because this is football. That's a reality. But I don't think it's going to be that easy. Now, it doesn't mean the U.S. men's national team can't win their group. That's the beauty of how their schedule is, of the draw. They will play the weakest team first, Bolivia, then Panama, and then Uruguay. So that last game, they literally, what happens the first two games, you could just manage a result to win that group. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel. But if we're going off player per player, if we're going off grit, if we're going off style, and Uruguay sitting in and pressing you when they have it, it could be a long day for the U.S. men's national team.
Now, what does Don Vegas say here? Does he think the U.S. can hang and maybe beat this Uruguay squad after the pacing they laid on Mexico tonight?
If this was, because it is a big factor, right? If they were playing the first match in Copa America, I think Don Vegas would be very hesitant to put some money on the U.S., even at a double chance, right? Win or a draw. I think this Uruguay team, the way it's being built by Marcelo Bielsa, it's still a very young squad. I think overall this team was actually younger than the team that the Mexican national team presented, right? And it was supposed to be a new generation of players. No, Uruguay is actually one of the candidates to win the whole thing. I think Argentina is still number one, but I think Uruguay is above Brazil right now in terms of odds to win Copa America. So the fact that they're going to play the third game, yes, that probably is going to give the U.S. some leeway to maybe not have to push 100%, just try to manage the game, manage the roster, maybe give some players some playing time, some good minutes. But overall, I wouldn't put any money in the U.S. whenever they would face this version of Uruguay under Marcelo Bielsa.
So there we have it. Uruguay pounds Mexico in Denver, Colorado. Soon enough, they'll be facing the United States in Copa America. Mauricio Pedroza, as always, great to have you with us here on Fútbol Americas. Thanks for the time.